Yesterday, we saw a very clear demonstration of the intersectionality between racism and transphobia, specifically how transphobia affects Black women, but also how transphobia can be used to diminish a woman's accomplishments, demean her and dehumanize her, as well as police how she shows up in the world. In the early 19th century, true womanhood was defined by 4 pillars: piety, purity, submissiveness, and domesticity, by men, of course. Sound familiar? Well, if you were a real woman, you'd submit. So in order to dehumanize Black women, they described them in exactly the opposite: hypersexual, masculine, built for labor, not for protection. Because if they allowed for Black women the social norms and protections women were provided, then they would have to morally explain having them doing backbreaking work in the fields next to the men, submitting them to the same beatings, assaulting them, and also ripping their children away from them. Pseudoscience in the 1800s solidified this idea with people saying that Black people didn't experience pain the same way. Specifically, the women, they were stronger, they were more masculine. Dr. J. Marion Sims, the father of modern gynecology, made his breakthroughs by doing tests and surgeries on Black women without anesthesias, claiming, well, they don't feel pain the same way white women do. Samuel Cartwright, an American physician, also said that there was a mental illness condition called drapetomania that he prescribed to any slave that fled enslavement in search of freedom because they were natural slaves, and why would you leave our benevolence? He also furthered the idea that Black people just don't experience pain the same way, specifically the women, so that the women could be tested on. Let's bring it to the modern area. All this talk about trans athletes, never male trans athletes, only the women, and it only affects the women. Let's do one example. Caster Semenya won the 2009 World Championships and then was immediately accused of being a man. She is a biological woman. She was born a woman. She was submitted to humiliating hormone testing, which they then later, the IAAF and now the World Athletics, changed the margins to specifically exclude her and a few other Black athletes, saying their naturally occurring hormone levels were too high. These were cis women who were born with naturally high levels of testosterone. Why were they targeted? Because they're muscular, they're more competitive, they're taller, more androgynous looking, and you don't look woman enough. How many men do we know have been tested for their testosterone levels because they're too competitive and they win? The reality is it's built to target Black women because they tend to be more muscular and more competitive at elite levels. The same thing happened throughout Serena Williams' career, where she was diminished, her accomplishments were diminished by calling her a man. Because this serves as a purpose. You can target any woman who appears too masculine, too competitive, too good, too manly, using she's a man towards Black women, Black athletes, and now anyone who you don't like. Serves 4 purposes. It strips them of the social protections afforded to women. It then allows you to delegitimize their accomplishments by claiming they only got it because of some physical advantage that they shouldn't have. It also enables you to withhold care and concern from them, specifically medically, and it enables you to enact violence against them. Well, if things are equal and you're a man, then I can hit you too.